Hello guys, today we are doing the maximum subarray problem or the cadence algorithm problem. It is a very important problem from interview and placement perspective, and it is asked in many companies like Microsoft, Amazon, etc. So here is the basic question. You can pause and read the question, and we'll do it in ON time without taking much extra space. So let's understand what the question is basically asking. The question is asking us the maximum or largest sum of the contiguous subarray. So for this array -2 minus subarray, the sum will be -5. So it is asking in the whole array which is the maximum sum. So as we can see clearly that from the subarray from 4 to 5 has a maximum sum of 7. How does this 7 come? So it is 4 minus 1 minus 2 plus 1 plus 5, and we get 7. So 7 is the largest sum in this array. You can try and check if there is any other bigger sum, but according to me 7 is the largest sum. So let's see another question. In this, what is the maximum sum? So there is no condition that we have to find the biggest subarray, like longest subarray. We have to find the largest sum. So basically 4 here has the largest sum, and if we add anything like -1 it will just reduce its value, and if we take 1 then this one, then we'll have to take these ones too. So for this the answer will be 4. So let's see our approach and the cadence algorithm, how we can solve it in ON time. We have the brute force approach. We can solve it in ON square time too, but that is not the optimized solution. And if you give that solution, the interviewer will definitely ask you to give a more optimized solution. So let's see the optimized solution. Algorithm basically says is we'll look for all the positive continuous segments of the array, and we will keep track of the maximum sum of the continuous segments among all positive segments. So let's see how it is done. First we'll take two variables, current max and maximum for all. So this is our first step. Then we'll calculate the maximum element of the array. For this array, our maximum element is 5. So our maximum element is 5. So if this maximum element is greater than or equal to 0, then run a loop and do these steps. As it is 5, then we'll do the following steps. So let's do it on our question. So at our first element, we are at -2. First, initially our current max is 0 and our maximum for all is +5. Now we are at this step, so it is -2. Our current max becomes -2, and it is maximum for all is, as it is negative, we'll change it to 0 because of this step, and this step is not triggered, so it remains +5 only. Now we are here, this is -3, it becomes -3, so it is again negative, we'll again change it to 0, and our maximum for all remains 5 only, so it is 5 only. So now here we are, it becomes 4 due to this step, so it is less than 5, so maximum for all remains 5 only. Now here we are, -1, this 4 becomes 3, and it is less than 5, so maximum for all remains 5 only. Now we are at in this step, so this becomes 1, and now it becomes 2. Our maximum for all is 5 only. Now we are at 5. Now by adding 5 it becomes 7, which is greater than 5, and now this condition is triggered and we'll set it as our new maximum for all, so it becomes 7. Now we are at this step, -3, it again becomes 4, which is less than 7, so our maximum for all is 7, and we'll basically return 7. So now we are asking why we have taken this maximum element of the array. So for conditions where all elements are negative, like for this case -1, -2, these steps cannot satisfy the maximum criteria and we cannot find the largest sum contiguous subarray. So that is why we are using the second step. So by this step our maximum element will be -1, and this condition greater than or equal to 0 will not be triggered, so we'll straight away jump to this fourth step and we'll simply return -1 as our sum. So this is the largest sum contiguous subarray. If you have any doubts, drop a comment below. Now let's see the code. So here is our code. So first we have taken the current maximum equal to 0, then we have taken maximum for all equal to int minimum, then we are using a loop to calculate the maximum element, and we are storing it in maximum for all. So after we have our maximum for all maximum element, we'll check if it is greater than equal to 0, then we'll do the cadence algorithm steps. If not, then we'll simply return maximum for all. So let's see the cadence algorithm steps. We are running a loop to check all the elements. We are taking current max, which is 0 initially, and we are adding the current element into it. If it is less than 0, we are making it equal to 0, that is it has become negative and it is of no use to us. But if it is greater than the current maximum, if it is greater than the maximum for all, then we'll change our maximum for all as our current maximum, and after traversing the whole array we'll have our maximum sum, and we'll simply return it. So here is the basic code. Let's run it. So it is accepted. Let's submit it. So it is accepted with 12 millisecond runtime and 13.3 MB store memory. So this is the cadence algorithm or maximum subarray problem. All the links to the solutions and the questions are in the description. Do subscribe to our channel, and may the codes be with you.